Here's a life lesson with me, and shifting advice too, that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to get straight to the point and say stop falling for CR romance scams. What do I mean by that? Well, you know when you have a crush on someone, here, you go into Fantasyland. You have visualizations of you two spending time together, flirting, cuddling, and all that stuff. Back then, before we found shifting, we would fall for it all the time. We would spend time trying too hard to impress them, only for them to pull the rug from us with the rejection. No matter how long you waited or poured your heart out, the end result doesn't change. You would reincarnate into the same experiences over and over again, where you try too hard to impress the person you like, but then same result, rejection. But with the only difference being is the guy or girl that is doing it to you. Some of us would continue to pursue despite all that because we think with only our feelings and not with our head or intuition. I've been through it. 21 whole fucking years. After those long, painful years of enduring that, thinking you'll never find the one, you all of a sudden find shifting, where you can shift to any reality you want, to be with anyone you want, no limits. That's good, and keep pursuing that goal because not only are you having a partner that's good for you, besides feeling based, because they lead you to your purpose too. You're also guaranteed a safe, enjoyable environment as well. You know what I mean? Your partner in your desired reality has way more to offer than just having feelings for each other. However, while you're working your ass off trying to shift for that, all of a sudden, you see a person in the CR that catches your eye. Then you start questioning your decisions and judgment. First of all, I just want to tell you, it's not your fault. And you shouldn't be ashamed for being attracted to whoever you're attracted to. I get it. We can't control when we get those feelings, but we can control how we act on them. And that is what matters the most. Here's how you can go about it. First off, what is your intuition telling you? Second, what is your mind telling you? No matter how perfect that person may seem or how much you can't stop thinking about them, it's important to keep your guard up. I know it's easier said than done, but you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it too. If your intuition and your mind is telling you that they are red flags, then obey it. Or if the red flags stare at you right in the face, don't let them fly over your head. Next thing you gotta do, if you can, is do your research. Find their social media profiles, see what they post, and even focus on the little things like where they live and stuff. Little things matter because if they lie to you about what city they live in, when they talk to you in person, but their profile says they live in a completely different area, who's to say they can't be lying about the big things? And after you've done your research and you feel like this person is very sus, then that's when you should put your dreams of being with them to rest. I know me saying this is going to make you want to punch me, but later on you're going to want to hug me because I would have saved you so much time than if you were to pursue them, get hurt, recover, and finally get back on track. All of that is very time consuming. Yes, I am aware that not everything is black and white, and sometimes we do have false intuition. All of us do, at times. But you had to keep in mind, I've had 21 years of trial and error with this stuff. And throughout everyone I pursued here, all ended the same way. Me getting hurt, having to recover, and finally get back on track. It is not a fun crisis, that's for sure. Especially in a world like this, you can't put anything past anyone. I may have found my true partner, but she isn't even in this reality, and that's probably for the best. Just recently, I met someone a few days ago that caught my eye, and my subconscious was all over. And not gonna lie, it was not fun. It triggered unwanted hormones and frequencies. My vibrations raised, but for all the wrong reasons. I think it's because the system sees I'm trying to shift and it throws a distraction in my way to try to quote unquote protect me. However, I kept fighting through it and constantly reminded myself of the bigger picture, and that's my waiting room and desired reality. Yes, my vibrations are raising and everything when they're around, but at the end of the day, that's all just pleasure, not happiness. It's unwanted pleasure, that's for sure. It is scary to think about how this could have gone if I didn't know about shifting in this situation, and I would have just followed the river of time and settled for everything given to me just by probability. Oh, hell no. But at the same time, I need moments like these to humble me. I won't lie, I'm a person who whines a lot, and although it is justified, it gives me a realization that things could always be worse, but it's not. My eye is still on the purpose. My eye is still on my purpose. I'm only human just like you guys. Sometimes I need a reality check too. I'm not going to throw all my hard work away to achieve my goals just for a false advertisement because that's exactly what it is. It is a catfish by the CR and God himself. All the fantasies you're having about you and this person is the cool packaging and image. But when you get the actual product, it's shit. It's not what you thought it was. However, I can only speak for me and those who have experienced the same thing. But you can do what you want at your own risk. Just be careful though, because I don't want to see you guys get hurt. This is no different than dealing with the romance scammer, with the only difference being that the scam is happening in real life and not behind the screen. At least, behind the screen is way easier to deal with because you can just cut contact off with the person. But when you see the person in real life, you see them in real life. So if everything I'm saying right now resonates with your situation, the best thing to do is let them go. I know, they're pretty, they're nice, but so is your significant other and your desired reality. But the only difference is they actually genuinely love you. Never throw away permanent happiness for temporary pleasure.